This is an example of a variation to a steelwork detail that, although appearing simple, had a dramatic effect on the completion date of a major football stadium in the United Kingdom. The stadium had a 40,000 square metre roof area, of which almost 14,000 square metres were retractable. The roof was supported by a structural steel frame. During the construction process, a variation was issued that changed the detail of the supporting steel frame. This detail was repeated many times around the stadium and was critical to the completion of the roof. The original design, shown on the left, was relatively simple. The variation, shown on the right, was far more complex and called for cutting and notching of the steel sections. Both details appear very similar. The contractor was delayed because of the additional time required to fabricate the revised joint. This impacted on the construction program as the roof was on the critical path. The contractor sought his entitlement under the contract and included a visualization of the planned and as-built steelwork details as part of his submission. The contractor's objective was to prove that he was delayed because of the additional difficulty to construct what superficially looked like a very similar steelwork detail. By creating a 3D model, it became obvious that the revised detail was far more complex and would take longer to fabricate. A visualization summarizes in seconds what would take hours from documents or drawings. By acting early and using a compelling visualization, the contractor was able to persuade the employers of the validity of his claim and avoid expensive arbitration or litigation.